No, cut the music. What's up, everybody? Let's get right to it. It's your boy. The board certified fantasy football and all sports guru, right alongside his partner, right? Who for some reason today has his name is Benz, the LeBron hater, Antoine, and he's on one today. Like we're getting ready to get the show started about 15 minutes ago, but he has to change the microphone 10 times.
Where's the black champagne?
Black champagne is on the way. That's not the point. At the end of the day, the brother made me change.
Why don't you tell people what black champagne is, since you like to tell everybody what everything is?
For those who don't know, black champagne, says it right on the bottle, is ginger ale.
It says it right on the bottle?
Right on the bottle.
You talk so much smack. What does it say on the bottle?
The champagne of colas. You want to look at the bottle right now?
And where does it say black?
Hey, black's in your heart, baby. Black is in your heart. If it's good, and it's number one, it's black is in your heart. It says black champagne right on the bottle.
Okay, so Lamar Jackson.
Oh, we're jumping right into it.
So Lamar
Jack
Jackson.
Del Rio.
Listen, people don't know what they don't know.
Right.
So if Lamar Jackson.
Wait a minute, tell everybody the story.
No, hold on. Before you always think people need context. They're going to get the context.
Right.
If Lamar Jackson has a 4-minute drive to win the Super Bowl with the coaching and the players that he has from the last time we've seen him, we don't exactly know what's been going on in the offseason. Some of us don't. But from what the team that he has had or the team that is being constructed as we speak, would he be able to score a touchdown for a Super Bowl, assuming he gets that far?
Okay, I'll put it to you this way. If I had a choice of 29 other quarterbacks besides him, I'd only choose one to actually score, and that's it.
Mahomes. So you wouldn't choose Aaron, Aaron?
First of all,
Aaron.
Let me tell you something about Aaron. Aaron's girlfriend's gone, so we don't know what Aaron's going to do this year. And let's be
He'll probably perform better.
Wow. But let's tell the truth about Aaron. He doesn't like his own team. Like, he does not like them at all. And they pulled
you said
they pulled a fast one on him. They pulled a fast one on him.
You said that the only one you'd pick above Lamar for a foreman. So you wouldn't pick Stafford?
No,
Stafford just did it.
No,
he literally just did that.
I take Josh Allen over him. But he's definitely.
But you said the only. You said the only one.
No.
Now you're at 3.
I'm at 3. But okay, because I'm allowed to rethink. We're allowed to change in life.
All right, go ahead. So how many would you choose?
Maybe just those 2.
My thing, what I don't understand is with Lamar Jackson is, I blame that all on the coach. That's all coaching, baby.
I'm not going to disagree, but I'm saying it backed into a corner. If you back Lamar Jackson into a corner, he's going to get out of that corner. No,
the thing is, if you're it's the same thing that Steve Nash did with Durant. You can't be overutilizing your weapons. And then the time comes, you need that weapon, and you're not really ready to perform.
But let's be honest about Lamar, too. He's done more with less than any of the quarterbacks that we talked about. He has no receivers over there in Baltimore.
Well, he's got a couple of receivers.
No.
It's a system.
Hollywood?
Hollywood Brown, yeah.
Yeah, but like you said, we learned last year with Hollywood, when you cut that head off, the body dies. If that's all you have over there.
No, but the thing is.
And he has a really good tight end. I'm not going to lie. Andrews is a tight end.
It's the system. It's the coaching.
I agree.
It's the play calling.
But that doesn't mean I wouldn't give him the ball if I had to score with 4 minutes left. I think you'd be crazy not to give him the ball. Because you could take that 4 minutes and make it 3. No, but he'll get to the end zone.
No, but the thing is, he might just break away. You know what I mean? So the notion that he'd be left off the top 10 list.
Top 10, that's crazy.
He was left off.
That's crazy.
Left off the list.
That's crazy.
Just like LeBron ain't on my top 10 list. Just left off.
I'm so happy I didn't get the right one. I'm so happy I didn't get the right one.
Just left off.
Because that's madness.
He's not even on my top 10.
I don't know what top 10 present players.
I don't know.
Top 10
I don't know where his Boston accent's coming from, but it's just here. I think I was watching The Town.
Did you hear that crazy trade rumor today about Brown going to Brooklyn?
Insane. Ain't gonna happen.
Yeah, no.
Ain't gonna happen. No. Tatum would be so upset. No.
You don't think Tatum can play with Durant?
I think Durant should just stay where he is. I think the only person who's gonna Durant is got. You think I'm a LeBron hater? Durant is fixated. He's so fixated on LeBron that he don't realize he's ruining his own self. He successfully blocked LeBron from 2 championships. Don't get it twisted now. He outsmarted LeBron for those 2 rings, which would have made his tally, instead of being 4 and 6, all right, he might have been 6 and 4.
You would love to bring up that number.
No, but the thing is, it counts, bro. That's why he's not in my top 10. He's not in my top 10 because there are no losers on my top 10. Figure what's the sound for losers?
Let me find one.
We don't do that in the top 10. We don't do that in the top 10. All right? So hold up. I'm going to explain to you my logic for my top 10 basketball players of all time. We're not going to spend an eternity.
Okay, so we're going to finally do this.
Hold on. I'm explaining to you my logic, okay? And I don't want you to tell me if my logic makes, if there's any holes to be poked in my logic. Here we go.
Wait. Can I just
go ahead?
Can I preempt this with something?
Go ahead.
To the listeners right now, the thoughts exchanged by this gentleman right here do not exactly represent Brothers Talk Ball. Listen to it at your own peril, and please send your letters to Benz Antoine, because what you're about to hear, is going to your mind. Okay?
All right, listen.
So
first of all,
we're finally getting to this.
First of all, Steph Curry's in the top 10 now. No, that's it.
So he made it.
He's in there.
So is this your number 10? Are we starting?
No, he's not number 10. I'm gonna give you my list, but I'm gonna say a couple things first. Steph is in there, number 1. The 2 people that will be affected on this list, because not on my list, but in terms of affected by not being there, is the only 2 great superstars. Let me see if you know this. The only 2 great superstars in basketball history that are even mentioned in this conversation that have a losing record. One of them, is LeBron James, with 4 wins versus 6 losses in the finals.
So LeBron at one point was in your top 10. You took him out because of Steph.
I mean, he could, yes, because the thing is, even if you have a losing record, I could put you at the bottom of the list. But you have a losing record. Like that's a loss right there. You've lost more than you won.
Can we say something? Top 10 of the greatest people that ever played a game isn't a loser.
4 wins versus 6 losses. Let me ask you a question. If I tried something 10 times and I failed 6 times, wouldn't that make me a failure?
Not if you listen to Denzel, because Denzel says, you only count the times you got up. Thank you.
No, he says,
thank you.
Fall down 7 times, get up 8. He's so disingenuous. I love him as an actor.
Wow.
But he's so disingenuous. He's very Tom Brady-esque in that way. Very fake. I'm not interested. I'm sorry.
You just called Denzel fake.
He's fake for real. As a person, not maybe. Hold up. As an interviewer, no, it depends who he's talking to. If you ever see that Key and Peele skit, when Key and Peele played like their Obama.
Yeah.
And then when
they only give high fives to the brother.
Exactly.
Okay, I'm going to change your mind with this. Go watch David Letterman's interview with Don Rickles and Denzel. It's probably one of the greatest interviews that's ever been done in life.
It's the parallel I'm making, that it depends who he's talking to. If he has utmost respect for who he's talking to, then he's going to come with something.
Jesus Amero's another good one. And boys, please don't break up.
Who?
Please don't break up.
Who are we talking about now?
Jesus Amero.
What's that?
You don't
Jesus and Marrow?
You don't know who they are?
What's that? It sounds like a bone marrow thing. What's that?
Okay, it's probably the number 1 podcast going on right now. They started on
Jesus and who?
Marrow.
Jesus?
Jesus and Marrow.
Jesus or Jesus?
Jesus.
So the real Jesus has his own podcast.
Why am I saying you say Jesus and Marrow? Jesus with a D, like Darrow. Jesus and Marrow.
Does he have a lisp?
No. Does he? Actually, one's Jamaican, one's Dominican.
Is he saying Jesus, but it sounds like Jesus?
No, it was his nickname since he was a kid.
All right.
Okay, I don't know where you've been for the last 4 years, but
I'm not interested.
They're the hottest brothers on the street right now. Please don't break up.
What does it have to do with what we're talking about?
Because I don't want them to break up. But
okay.
Denzel had an interview with them, and it was a really good interview because he was talking as a Bronx brother, where he grew up and where he was on the street, and like it was the first time you actually saw Denzel as a brother that he grew. So it was an amazing interview. So to your point was, when it depends on who he's talking to, I would recommend those 2 interviews because you're getting the real Denzel there.
So speaking of real, do you agree with my logic? You don't know my logic. Anyone with a losing record.
Nope. Yeah. No, I agree. I agree.
So let's start at the beginning.
Let's go.
If somebody's undefeated in the finals, right? That counts, right?
Yeah.
If you've been there, if I took you out to the basketball court and shot 6 shots from half court and hit them all, that would be impressive, right?
Very.
All right. If I took 10 shots and missed 6, would that be impressive? I mean, the fact that I hit 4 from there would be, I hit 4.
Yeah.
But I missed more than I hit.
Right.
Okay, so that's LeBron James.
And I'm not taking that away from you.
And but who's the other all-time great?
But I'm saying,
who's the other all-time great that has that on his resume? That type of stain. Because Steph is 4-2. Kobe's 5-2.
5-2.
Duncan's 5-1.
Duncan's hard.
You know what I mean? Russell's 11-1.
Don't even get me
Magic is 5-4.
Yeah.
Kareem is 6-4.
Bird is
3-2.
Bird is winning record. Yeah.
Which means that Bird has won less effectively in the finals than Steph Curry. Let that sink in. A la Shannon Sharp. Let that sink in. But I don't scream like he does, because just because you scream don't mean it's more logical.
Because you say it loud don't make you right.
You know what I'm saying? So he's 3. So Bird is 3-2. So the great Larry Bird, Larry legend.
Okay, we've had this conversation multiple times.
Has lost twice and has won 3 times. Okay, that's cool. He was going up against Magic. Magic's 5-4. Right. So they're both a +1.
Right.
Okay, they're +1. Steph's +2.
Right.
Well, you know what Jordan is?
6-0.
But he's undefeated.
Yeah.
So technically, Russell's +10 because he's 11-1. But even the great Bill Russell lost in the finals.
Right.
So can you guess who's missing off this list? Who else has a losing record?
Wilt Chamberlain?
Exactly. I mean, if you ask me if I have the number 1 pick of all the all-time greats, all in their prime, I mean, I might take Wilt Chamberlain. Why wouldn't I? I'm
not saying that.
He averaged 50 points a game. He scored 100 points in a game. He would not only would he average 50 points, he would average like 20 plus rebounds, a bunch of assists.
So would you say that Wilt Chamberlain, when he came into the league, transcended the game?
No, this transcended thing. Yeah, he did actually. He did it in his own way. He did,
yes,
because he was a volleyball player. He was a track star.
Right.
He was very charming, charismatic. Ladies loved him. He even said that he slept with over I don't know how many thousands of women. 10, he said 000. He slept with. So yeah, he definitely didn't just keep it on the basketball court. But if you talk about being 2 and 4, yes, it was a lot of those was against Bill Russell, but 2 and 4 means you lost twice as much as you won.
But you still got the 6 finals.
But we don't do participation. What are we, in grade school? Is there a sound for grade school? Like, what's that? Hey.
I wouldn't even make one up for grade school. That is funny, but participation medals. But my thing is,
they only invented that to support LeBron. Because the blind witnesses can't accept the fact that he's a loser. He's just a loser. He's not a loser in life, though. I will give him that credit.
Yeah.
He's a winner in life.
Right.
But between the lines, he's just a loser. And you know what's funny? I don't think of Charles Barkley as a loser, even though he never won. I don't view Charles Barkley.
Charles Barkley's 0-1, by the way.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. So I don't view him as a loser. I don't view him the same way I view Karl Malone, for example. I don't view Karl Malone the same way, even though the both results are goose eggs.
Yes.
But I don't view them the same way.
Okay, so then you have to justify this, because at the end of the day, Charles Barkley says that...
Charles Barkley needs to stop talking about the bus driver thing. I'm a big fan of Charles. If he wants to go to Live Golf, he could do that.
No, but Charles can talk about the bus driver because he was always the best player.
He was always chasing. No, listen, no, that's not true, because then he went to play with Olajuwon. He went to chase with Olajuwon.
They were 80 years old when they played together.
They weren't that old.
Stop it, B. They were 80 years old. Listen, you're telling me anybody on this planet in their prime is going to beat those 3 in their prime? It is not going to happen.
No, but that's not the point, though. You said he specifically mentioned the word bus driver. The only reason he wasn't a passenger on a championship team is because they couldn't get it done. So you're critiquing somebody who was clearly not a passenger on that. There's no way Kevin Durant was a passenger. Like, Call it what you will.
No. You can't say that anymore.
No,
Listen,
not
after this championship.
No, but he wasn't a passenger.
Excuse me. After this championship,
Mm-hmm.
this whole Durant shit, like, end that shit, because when they won without Durant this year, they kicked Durant out. They can say whatever the fuck they want to say about Durant now, because Durant can't say anything to me, and nobody's ever convincing me.
What does
now.
that mean, though? I don't get it.
Durant was walking around, going everywhere to chase that one ring so he can win that chip before they win another one, because you know this. Everybody said they're garbage and they're finished. Everybody said it.
Yeah, that's true.
So when they showed the
But that doesn't undervalue what he did.
When they showed the moxie, when they showed the grit and determination of a champion and came back and took their throne, Durant is not the reason why they won when he was there anymore. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but hold on.
Durant
Hold on.
is a passenger.
This is breaking
He's a
news.
passenger.
Breaking news. I'm going to give a compliment to LeBron.
Wow.
What's the sound for breaking
I don't
news?
even know. Let me find one.
All right. LeBron is so good at switching narratives, at creating narratives. He actually made us believe that his Cavaliers team was not a super team. When Durant actually came to the Warriors, what he did is he actually made it even. It was actually even when Durant arrived. Before Durant got there, it wasn't even. Because with Durant and LeBron basically cancel each other out. Let's say LeBron is ahead by a hair. He's won 4 chips, or at that time he'd won 2 chips, right? So, or 3. Yeah. He'd won 3 at that point by the time Durant came, okay? And Durant was still stuck on goose eggs. So LeBron by a hair, but they cancel each other out, right?
Right.
But LeBron by a hair.
Right.
Then you have Kyrie and Steph. That's the matchup we're talking about. So can we say Steph by a mini hair? I don't even know if it's true. It might be a wash.
No, I can't say that.
That might be a wash.
I can't say that because it was Kyrie that won that chip. It
Right?
wasn't LeBron.
No, but before that shot, it was still a wash. I mean, it was a wash at best. I'm not even sure Steph.
Yeah, because I can't give anybody the lead. I can't.
Okay, so it's at least Kyrie by a hair.
Yeah.
Okay, so now you got Kyrie by a hair. You got LeBron by a hair.
Series,
yeah. You got Kyrie by a hair, but don't count the last shot now. Don't count the last shot.
I'm counting the series.
With the result?
Because
don't count the result now.
But in that win, everybody was saying Kyrie was the best player in the universe there. But they weren't saying LeBron.
No, but we're not talking about LeBron, Kyrie. We're just comparing Warriors to Cavs.
Okay.
So LeBron by a hair over Durant.
Yes.
Even before the series.
Yeah.
Kyrie and Steph, let's say before the series, at best, it would have been a wash. Right. A straight wash.
I'll give you that.
Okay? Straight wash.
I'll give you that.
So right now you have the Cavs ahead by a hair.
Mm-hmm.
The third best player on the Cavs was?
On that team?
It would have been who? The white guy, Kevin Love.
It would have been Kevin Love, yeah.
So Kevin Love and Klay Thompson.
I got to give that to Klay.
By a hair.
Yeah.
Or by...
if you want to give it that matchup, because if you want to give it the and this is crazy to say, I would give Draymond over Love. And
hold on. Pick the 3 best players. We're going to talk about Draymond after. Draymond's an X factor.
Facts.
Okay, so it's about that. That's an evenly matched team, isn't it?
So far,
right? No, but if you go so you go Draymond, you go Tristan Thompson. You go now. Okay, so Draymond gets the edge.
That brother is in them streets, though.
No. Okay, so Draymond gets the edge.
No, but
Tristan's a rebounder. Tristan as a rebounder is tight. Then you keep going.
Even in a relationship,
not tight enough.
That brother is in them
not
streets.
Not tight enough.
And he is bold about it.
So then
he holds hands and all of that on cameras and all of that.
No, that PDA stuff's got to go.
Yo, you understand?
That PDA stuff's got to go.
He's holding hands in the street, don't he? Rue, as we say over here. What is wrong with this brother? Man, he don't care about his rap game or his dick game. Must be. Listen, go take care of the black champagne. Let me talk about Tristan Thompson for a second. And I'm not into this Kardashian life and lifestyle and all of that. And I do feel bad for his girl in a way, because at the end of the day, it's like, if that's your boo, you know what I mean? You're having babies and all of that. Obviously I'm not going to say he doesn't care about the woman, because obviously he has to. You know what I mean? They always go back to each other. They try to work it out. But my man's, like, I don't even know if it's the Canadian in him. Maybe it's the Canadian game. Like, maybe Toronto was everything they say. Them brothers got no game in the dot and all of that. Because at the end of the day, you ain't supposed to be rolling like that if that's the way you want to roll. Listen, I ain't getting nobody's business, but I'm saying, my man, slow it down a little bit, man. But I believe in love, man. I'm not going to say I don't believe in love. And I hope you two make it, because a lot of that can be youth. A lot of that can be attributed to youth and just being, young in the game and all of that. But before we get back to the show, I'm just saying, I'm down for you, brother, but you got to stop wilding out like that.
Can we get back to the point, please?
Let's get back to the
All right. So the next player on the Cavs would have been J.R. Smith. And he's vital to this comparison. Because in Game 7...
He called a timeout, didn't he?
No. And that was after. In Game... Oh, actually, you know what? It was there. In Game 7, I'm talking about before Durant arrived.
Right.
J.R. Smith murdered them.
Right.
He murdered them.
He was wild.
So now once Durant showed up, who is Golden State's equivalent to JR?
The Draymond then.
No, Draymond was with Tristan.
You're talking about before Durant then.
No, I'm talking about with Durant. So now we're going down the list. JR's there. Who do the Warriors pull up? They didn't have Jordan Poole back then. So who did they pull up off the bench?
Yeah, who's
So that would have been Iguodala.
Oh, Iggy. Iggy's out there stroking.
Okay,
too.
so
Yeah.
tell you
MVP
so
and
now
all
so
that.
now
Yeah.
tell me no, but the MVP but he didn't deserve that MVP. Come on, stop.
We all know that.
Okay, so now what you have is an evenly matched
He
team.
says he does though. It's crazy.
But that was an evenly matched team.
Yeah,
They made it seem as though because they got the Warriors wiped the floor with that team because of the greatness of Durant.
Yeah.
But technically, it was LeBron's job to slow up Durant. That was his job. But you know what? You know what he was? Where he was supposed to be doing his job in Game 3 in his house for 2 years in a row. He was running from Durant. He wasn't even running towards Durant. He was running away from Durant. Durant had the ball. Durant said, you could check the tape. He said, when I saw LeBron's feet behind the three-point line, I said, oh, no, you didn't do that.
Yeah.
He did it to you the first time. You know what? I'm not even mad at you. Sometimes you just tip your hat. Tip your hat.
Yeah.
In the next season, bro, when it's time, how are you going to build a rivalry if you don't even show up?
Facts.
How did the Celtics wouldn't show up against the Lakers? They all showed up every time.
Yeah.
So the next season, bro, Game 3, the same situation. The guy's dribbling down the court. The guy grabs JR, throws him at Durant, and he grabs JR's man. Just so the dagger wouldn't come in his face. Sorry, I don't want to get in trouble. The dagger wouldn't have been inflicted in his face. I ain't trying to get in trouble over here.
Allegedly be thrown near somebody that looked exactly like him
So
in the facial area.
So my point is, Jordan is 1.
Are we gonna start at 10? Let's start at 10.
Jordan is 1.
We all know that. So let's start at 10.
No, Jordan is 1.
We're gonna start at 1.
We're gonna start at 6-0, so we don't lose track.
But okay, but
So undefeated is 1.
But
hold up.
Let me just say. Can we give some suspense to this?
They're already in suspense. They want to hear the list.
Yeah, but if you start from 10 and up, then there's more.
Let's finish. You go with the flow.
You know what? It's your list.
Go with the flow.
It's your list.
6-0.
Go ahead.
Jordan is like number 1. Number 2, Bill Russell 11-1.
That's your number 2
number 2
of all time.
because as Brew would say, as Chris Broussard says, facts over feelings. No, you got to give it up. Facts over feelings. It's not that I would choose Russell as my number 2, but under my own logic, I cannot discount 11 rings versus 1 loss.
Okay, and when you're using logic, so go ahead.
Okay, so next, again, not someone I would typically pick in my top 10, but I have to give it up to one Timothy Duncan.
Wow.
It's not like I want to. It's just the facts. He's 5-1.
Yeah.
If he's 5-1, how can I hold him back?
Yeah.
I can't hold him back. If LeBron was 5-1, what would be my case?
Yeah.
Thankfully for me, I have a case against LeBron, but I don't have one against Timothy Duncan.
We spent the last half hour with you making your case. But
I'm not sure his name is Timothy though, but whatever.
I'll use it.
So okay, so you got number 3, Timmy.
Yeah.
Big fundamental.
The greatest player I've ever seen.
I'm not even sure I like him more than I like Karl Malone, but I cannot deny.
I'll tell you one thing about Timmy. You never understood how good he was until you saw him play live. Greatest player I've ever seen play live.
Well, you know what?
Hands down.
Well, you know what? You can't argue the results. Now, I could say he didn't do that by himself. He had Robinson on one of the championships, and he had like a prime. He had a young Parker, and then a developing Parker, a young Ginobili, and then an older Ginobili. Great supporting cast, Bruce Bowen, and great coaching, of course, system. They had Danny Green on one of them teams. They had Kawhi on one of them teams, but
Sean Elliott?
On the first one, that's right, Mario Ellie.
Yep.
They had guys, but I can't take away 5 and 1. All right, so you got Jordan 1, you got Bill Russell 2, you got Tim Duncan.
Very logical.
3.
Yeah.
Okay, so 5 and 1. Number 4, facts over feelings. Kobe Bean Bryant.
Okay.
5 and 2.
Yeah.
No, there's no emotion in there. I don't talk about the 81 points.
The only thing I love about your list is emotion has to come up at some point, but you're being logical, and I can't argue.
So Kobe's number 4.
Right.
At 5 and 2.
Right.
Okay. After Kobe.
Right.
So you have Jordan 1, you have 2, you have Russell, you have 3, you have Duncan, you have 4, you have Kobe at 4 and 2. At 5, you have one. I guess that'd be Magic. Magic is 5 and 4. No, hold up, not yet. Kareem. Kareem is number 5.
Okay.
Because Kareem is 6 and 4.
6 and 4, yeah.
So 6 and 4 is pretty good.
Yeah.
Obviously.
And 6 is more. You could have put him up higher, and I wouldn't have got mad at you because 6 is a higher number than 5.
It is, but 5 and 1. I mean,
yeah, I know.
He's almost. If it wasn't for Ray Allen jump shot,
he's in Jordan land.
And then what? Then what would I say? You know what I mean? That's why when you start analyzing deeply, you have to respect the numbers.
Yeah.
Because if you don't respect the numbers, you're just inventing something. Like in tennis, it used to be Pete Sampras was the best. He had 14 majors. 14.
Yeah.
What's the number? What's the sound? Is there a sound for like the greatest of all time? Like, what's that sound?
We'll have to find one.
Greatest of all time, Pete Sampras, 14.
Yeah.
And then when we saw Federer pass him, we're like, Federer's the greatest of all time.
Yes.
And then when Nadal came, they're like, oh no, we don't know now. Now we gotta find another way to measure it. I don't like Nadal. I'm not a fan of Nadal. But if he's got 22 and Djokovic got 21 and Federer's got 20, what's my case? Because I already left Sampras in the dust. You can't grab him back So I'm a Federer guy.
Right.
I love Federer. I think Federer, to my eyes, Federer is the greatest of all time.
You're not even lying.
But you can't have a losing record against your peers.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying? So now, okay, if you're older and he's younger, maybe at the end of your career, but Nadal done beat him up enough times for me to be like, wait a minute, I can't ignore this.
Not even lying.
And then I sort of became a Djokovic guy because I want somebody to block Nadal. So now Djokovic has got 21.
Out of my pure hate, I just want somebody to come up.
So now Djokovic is 21. Can I now change my mind? Can I just change the system? Or do I have to stay with facts over feelings? Because Serena's got 23. 23. Mm-hmm. But then what do we do with Margaret Court? Who was she playing?
Well, that's the thing. That's the thing. And okay, we'll get into Serena in a minute in one of these shows, but Serena's hard to measure because Serena might be the greatest tennis player, maybe male or female.
She might be the greatest athlete.
An athlete as well, exactly.
I mean, and they're trying to put in Margaret Court in there, and I don't know exactly who she was playing.
But I'm sure it wasn't Serena.
And Margaret Court, bless her soul,
right.
But whatever they're saying about her, about the open era and this era, there's a reason they're making that distinction.
Of course.
There's a distinction. It ain't the same thing.
It's not.
It ain't the same.
It's not.
But then in basketball,
the world has never seen anything like Serena.
But then in basketball, we're accepting those guys that were in some other era and some other time, so we can't discount it. So at the end of the day, Serena can't be no less than 2. Right? She can't be no less than 2.
Ever.
To me, she's number 1, but she can't be. But the only issue I have, and I'm gonna get back to the list in a second, I never thought of Steffi Graf as, and I'm old enough to know I was watching her, and I was like, she's good, but she never felt like the GOAT.
She was undeniably.
No, I don't say she wasn't, but did you before they started?
I've never seen dominance in tennis.
No, but before they used the term, did you really feel that she was the greatest tennis? Okay, yes. So let me ask you a question. You felt that she was better than Pete Sampras?
Yes, I felt.
She didn't look better than Pete Sampras.
I grew up watching Martina Navratilova, and I thought she was my favorite, other than Bjorn Borg.
What's his name?
Bjorn Borg.
what?
Brion Board. All right.
I don't know. I'm not sure that's the pronunciation, but go ahead.
It's Brion.
Okay.
Sexy, no sexy.
All right.
I tailor-made my game after him, by the way. I'm a baseliner.
Oh, boy.
Is
there a cricket sound?
I'm gonna let you tell it. Because one thing I like about tennis is dominance, which is why I used to love I'll get it in a second. And to me, other than Chris Evert on a good day, nobody was beating Martina. Like, she was just that dominant.
She was
that dominant until Steffi came and then made Martina.
But that was the age, don't you think? You don't think that was the age?
It was for sure. It was for sure. And up until Hingis came, maybe Celis, but she was older when they came on. But there was nothing ever seen like that in women's tennis. Like, I've never seen dominance like that. And like, big serve, big ground game. And I mean, just she was unreturnable at some point. So Steffi really left her mark in women's tennis. But
did you feel that she was the GOAT?
Yeah.
I didn't feel that.
Yeah.
I didn't feel that.
She did it to me. I know you don't think it means anything, but when she got that golden slam, and to me, the Olympics...
Those are all...
No, the Olympic gold medal didn't mean anything to me. But to actually win all 4 titles in the calendar year means you are not even close to touchable. And when she did that, that solidified it for me. That's when I knew there was nothing ever like Steffi Graf. And then the last time I saw it after that was Serena.
Yeah, I mean, listen, if we're talking about GOATs, it's cool to take a little caveat to talk about Serena any chance we get.
Any chance we get.
All right,
and
so
we haven't even talked about Serena.
So back to the list. You got Jordan at 1, Russell 2, Duncan at 5 and 1-3, Kobe number 4 all time at 5 and 2.
Yes.
Number 5, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar, a.k.a. Lou Alcindor. Did you know they changed? I didn't even know this until maybe a year ago. They banned Dunking.
Yeah, the ball, because yeah.
Like, that. How is that not the GOAT? Like, they changed...
So the white players can keep up.
You better be careful. Somebody going to get you in trouble.
Are you crazy? They're trying to ban interracial marriage. All bets are off.
All right, number 7.
I dare to tell me I'm less than today. I dare to tell me that. Go ahead.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, sorry, Kareem is 5. At number 6, you have Mr. Shaquille O'Neal at 4 and 2. Mm-hmm. Now, I know the 4th ring, he was more of a passenger than a driver.
Doesn't matter.
Because Wade was the driver. It matters a bit.
No, a ring is a ring. And Wade doesn't get that ring without Shaq, so stop. No.
Okay, so Shaq is 4 and 2. I mean, he definitely deserved the first 3.
Yeah.
Definitely deserved the first
100%.
3. Shaq is 4 and 2. Then you have, so we have Shaq is what, 6, right? At number 7, facts over feelings, hashtag The Odd Couple, hashtag Chris Broussard. Mm-hmm. All right. I'm going to talk about Nick Wright at one point, but it ain't today because I have a lot of things to say about him. Mm-hmm. Facts over feelings, Steph Curry, 4 and 2. Mm-hmm. It's 4 and 2. Like it's the same as Shaq. Mm-hmm. It's 4 and 2. Only reason why I put Shaq ahead, because now it's like of a tie, is because Shaq was so dominant in his 3 that he was the leader. He was so dominant that I can't put him behind Steph. But if Steph wins another one, then Shaq's going to be behind him.
All right.
You see? So now you have Steph at number, what did we say?
That's 9?
No, hold up. We said Jordan 1, Russell 2, Duncan 3, Kobe 4, Kareem 5, Shaq is 6, Steph Curry, give me my ring, number 7.
Okay.
Facts over feelings, Mr. Irvin Magic Johnson.
Okay.
At 5 and 4.
Okay.
That's why I don't have a problem with this because I'm not, so far, my logic is irrefutable.
It's very Spockian. You're using nothing but logic.
So now, Magic is 5 and 4, which means he's slightly behind Kareem. I'm okay with that. Mm-hmm. Slightly behind Shaq. You know, of course, Duncan, those guys. I mean, you can debate things that you feel, but this is the facts. Mm-hmm. Okay, so now, at number, where are we at now? 7, 8. So now number 9, we're getting to the end, right? Mm-hmm. It's not. I don't invent this, bro. Mm-hmm. Larry Legend is 3 and 2.
Yeah.
Slightly behind Magic. Right behind Magic, where he's always been. Mm-hmm. Wherever you put Magic on the list, I accept that Bird comes next, but not as high as people think.
Right.
Bird, number 9 at 3 and 2.
Right.
Okay. So now we have number 10. Let's just recap. Number 1, you have Jordan, 6 wins, no losses. Yes. Number 2, Bill Russell, 11 wins, 1 loss. Had he been 12-0, that'd have been tight. Mm-hmm. You couldn't debate. You couldn't debate.
No, you couldn't debate.
Okay, but he got that loss though.
Yeah, and that's
Jordan didn't even get that.
No.
Okay, number 3.
He was allergic, by the way. That's what I heard.
Number 3, Big Fundamental 5-1.
Right.
Number 4, the Mambas 5-2.
Right.
That was number 4. Number 5, Kareem is 6-4.
Yeah.
Number 6, Shaq 4-2.
Yep.
Number 7, Mr. Wardell, Stephen Curry.
Mm-hmm.
Magic Johnson at 5-4. Number 8. Mm-hmm. Larry Legend at 3-2 is number 9. Mm-hmm. I don't think anyone you can dispute. I mean, the order is the order, but all those guys deserve to be on that, except for Steph, where people were like not sure.
Which is why I haven't said one word or argued anything about what you're saying.
All right, so now we're at number 10. Mm-hmm. It's a very difficult call. Mm-hmm. There's a name that we haven't heard. Mm-hmm. There's a name that we're going to hear, and here it goes. Number 10. Facts over feelings. Don't get mad at me.
If you say this name,
don't get mad.
I'm throwing that applause right there.
Don't get mad. Don't get mad. 2-4. Will Chamberlain is number 10. Now I know Stephen A. pushed Will out of the top 10, and I know a lot of people don't accept LeBron.
Don't ever mention his name on the show again. By the way,
some people, some pundits, push Wilt out of the top 10. Some push back. Imagine if I tell him that I got to take LeBron off the top 10.
But here's a question that I wanted to ask you, because that would have been very impressive if you said this name. And this is facts over feelings.
Go ahead.
Because I'm going to give you that whole list. I'm not even going to argue that list because I can't. It's Spockian. And like most of everything let me explain to people that don't know this man beside me right here. If you take your time out to clear your mind of what you've been used to understanding in your life and just listen to him, it'll make more sense than if you just like dismiss him as being crazy. Because 9 times out of 10 he uses logic. So I'm going to use logic with you too. Because you could have said Chamberlain or you could have said LeBron. Both of them are losing record, but you have to put him in the top 10, right? But you didn't. But what if I make an argument for that 10th spot, facts over feelings, to go to Scottie Pippen? 6-0.
No, but he's not but he wasn't the leader of those 6.
But he's still 6-0.
Well then, okay, Robert Horry's got 7 rings. That's the thing. So we're just gonna say
we're gonna focus on the greatest player of their team to get on that list.
Yeah, you have to. And you know what? If I put LeBron at 10, then I'm not following my own logic.
What about Isaiah? Isaiah has 2 rings.
He also has a loss. What about Olajuwon? He also has 2 rings, but he also has a loss. So 2-1 is not that great. Imagine if I told you Steph Curry should be on that.
It's still a winning record.
It is a winning record, but it's only 2.
So
two is not a great number.
So 10 is a number to get you considered.
Well, look, no, I'm saying victories.
I mean, 10 appearances is enough to get.
No appearance. There's no appearance. There's no appearance fee. This ain't a Comic-Con. This ain't a Comic-Con.
Yo, that's what he surprised me. Boom reference.
Okay.
He's done a few in his life.
But look, Jordan's got 6, Russell's got 11, Duncan's got 5, Kobe's got 5, Kareem got 6, Shaq got 4, Steph got 4, Magic got 5, Bird got 3. So that tells you the magic number to at least be on this list
has to be 5.
I mean, Bird's got 3. Bird is subject to come off this list soon. He's number 9. I think it's fair.
Well, Bird may come off if Durant wins another one.
True.
Because Durant wins another one, that's 3. And a winning record.
If Durant wins another one, but now it's with Golden State, people are going to put their feelings over the facts.
Wait a minute, you think he's going back to Golden State?
Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I'm not. Hold on. I'm not an insider.
Wait a minute. Do you think they're okay? You think he's actually going? Okay. Wow.
Here it is.
We got it. I wish I had the typewriter. We got a script going on here.
Here it is.
Uh-huh.
I don't know Kevin Durant.
Right.
I've written to him several times. He has not responded.
Never answers?
He writes to people who troll him. Maybe I should troll him.
Maybe that's what
and then he'll respond.
Man, fix that bald spot, B.
You know? Mm-hmm. Get a fade, bruh.
Feel me?
No, but the thing is this.
Are you Jewish?
You know, the thing is this. Where can Durant, other than staying in Brooklyn, where could he go where the team will accept him, allow him to be him, and the only thing he has to do to succeed is turn out the noise. Tune out the noise. Tune out the hate. Tune out everything. And you might end up with 5 or 6 rings.
Yeah.
With 3 or 4 MVPs. Because now, the finals MVPs, if he's back on that team, it was already, he was deserving of those MVPs.
Right.
But it was tight.
It was.
And he was phenomenal. Mm-hmm. And that's why people could think Steph Curry he had a great, he's averaged more. Steph Curry averaged about the same when Durant was there.
Yeah.
So Steph Curry's been doing this for a while.
Yeah.
The only difference is
high level.
The only difference is that he's always had one of those really, really, really bad games in the finals. Like one. Like I remember one where he was 1 for 10 from 3. He had that game.
Come on, even Jordan had a back. Well, no.
Exactly. So number 10.
You know how good you got to be that somebody can't even say that to you? Like you took a day
Oh, you
off?
lost once? Oh, no. Oh, the flu game? Oh, no. Oh, Scottie Pippen bad back? Oh, no. I still came through. So basically, Wilt is 2 and 4.
Yep.
I believe that Wilt and LeBron have a similar legacy, okay? Right. In that fantastic basketball players,
right?
Physical, freaks of nature, specimens.
Never seen anything like her before.
Right? And you never will. Mm-hmm. They impact winning, but not enough as they should. Not as much as I think they should. LeBron, if I was LeBron, me. Mm. If I woke up and I was LeBron, oh man, you have no idea what I do.
Be a good life.
Remember what he said to Clay when he said, "What did Clay say?" That's the LeBron. When he said into it, that's LeBron right there. That's when I'm like, you know what? That's unimpeachable.
Yeah.
That's unimpeachable. You're down 3-1 and the light-skinned dude talking to you. Light-skinned brothers can't talk to dark-skinned brothers, bro.
And you said that's the first time in your life you believed in a light-skinned brother.
Bro, I'm telling you, LeBron said he would have taken it. Listen, Draymond already called him the B word. He'll take that from a dark-skinned brother. The reporter said, "Did you hear what Clay said?" And LeBron said, "What did Clay say?" He goes, "I know Clay ain't talking." Clay is he's not even light-skinned. Like, I don't want to make this a color thing, but you need to stop talking.
But I'm going to say something. It really is a color thing with you because you really believe in black strength. And I'm not saying you shouldn't.
No, but you can't
send you shouldn't.
Bro, you can't send a
And as a caramel coated, right?
You can't send a light-skinned brother to do it.
Butterscotch brother myself. We have strength.
Bro, you're talking smack right now.
No, you're talking you want to know. You want to know.
Very carefully.
You're crazy, man.
You could never send a light-skinned brother to do a dark-skinned job. I'm telling you right now. It ain't going to happen. Clay should have never said that. No, don't do that to me.
I have to. It's terrible.
No, don't do that to me.
That means I got to look down at myself. Are you crazy?
No, listen, I'm not sure.
I have self-confidence.
I'm not sure that you would be accepted in the light-skinned crew.
I've been working in the sun all summer. Brother, my dark-skinned brother is slamming right now.
Listen.
Look at this. Look at that.
Listen.
I used to be that. Now I'm this.
When LeBron.
It's going down.
When LeBron.
All I got to do is add a bit of anger. Maybe I'll give me a girl. You understand? Where the white girls at?
LeBron did to the Warriors what Mitch Richmond did to me back in the days. He turned that Benz into a Volkswagen. LeBron.
And he told you too.
Yep. But he told, LeBron actually said, "You know what? I've been taking the high road for 13 years.
Feel me?
And I will continue to do so."
But I will not
and left the press conference. And he said, "I'm going to go to town on these light-skinned brothers." And even, the Cavs said, "Who said that? What? No, hell no. It ain't going to happen."
LeBron said, "Listen, dark skin powers activate."
There you go. So now, what say you? Who on my top 10 list is not supposed to be there, and who is not?
I can't even argue. Like, I can argue position maybe, but I can't argue anything about that list.
But why?
It's logical.
But why is LeBron not being penalized for losing so many times?
I think because of the way he changed the game. For me, the only argument that I would make for LeBron,
if you go changing the game, then not Steph Curry's number one. If you go change the game, Steph Curry's number one. No, I'm saying he could ascend to that.
He could. But I think had LeBron won more, we would have seen a specimen that was bigger and played like Jordan, was more nimble than anybody over 6 foot to 7. There's never going to be anybody that nimble. Greatest finisher.
Who?
LeBron.
Who are you talking about?
For that size.
Stop it. Finisher, you mean downhill?
I'm talking one-on-one.
Did you ever see LeBron do? Did you ever see LeBron
one-on-one in his prime, there was nobody on planet Earth that ever played the game of basketball that could have stopped him.
Who are we talking about now?
LeBron James.
What about Kobe Bryant?
You could have never stopped LeBron James in his prime.
And who's going to stop Kobe?
Who's it? I didn't say.
So who's going to win 1-on-1 against Kobe and LeBron?
LeBron. I'll take LeBron.
Oh, you sick, man. You sick. You got the flu, B. You sick. You need to check your temperature.
You out of your mind.
Check your temperature. I'm gonna hit one of these. Oh, I'm gonna hit another one of these. There we go. Temperature check.
Wow.
Temperature check.
Wow.
Listen.
You just like playing with buttons. Stop matching the buttons.
Listen. Kobe did his job in 2009.
Hold
up. Kobe did his job in 2009.
Right.
They had the dolls. They had the commercials. They had everything lined up for Mr. LeBron Ramon James. And what did he do? like he normally does. He let Dwight Howard get up on him. How you let Dwight Howard get the drop on you? All you have to do is beat them, and you're actually in the finals against the Mamba, and the Mamba had not even been created yet. This was the activation of the Mamba. And you're telling me that LeBron couldn't even get there.
Listen.
My man had to be sedated. Don't let me turn into Skip. He had to be sedated.
I will say this. I think Kobe is the greatest competitor to ever play the game besides Jordan, but I can't make him the best because there's no Kobe without Jordan. But you know when Kobe, when I hated him, but I loved him in the end, there's that one moment where I realized Kobe's greatness. And it was the All-Star game when he went out and took that three and won the game and didn't give Jordan that moment. And I think everybody in the world wanted Jordan on that comeback in the All-Star game because obviously he would have won the MVP. Iverson freaked out. Garnett, the whole planet freaked out. Everybody freaked out except Kobe Bryant. Mm-hmm. And Kobe Bryant said, no, I'm not going to no. It's me now. It's my turn. And that's what turned the corner for me on Kobe in terms of how far I saw he was willing to go to be the greatest in the game. Because he didn't give Jordan that moment. He took it from him.
For me, it was the Olympics. He was on a squad with Carmelo, which we never talk about. Great scorer.
No, we shouldn't.
He's a great scorer.
And that's about it. But go ahead.
Wade,
LeBron,
like that team was loaded. And you know what?
Was
Kobe
Reggie
did?
Miller over there too?
I don't think Reggie was on that team. No, it was Kobe.
Yeah, it was Reggie Miller. Reggie Miller, Shaq, Kobe was a kid.
No.
Yeah,
I don't think so.
Pretty sure, man.
You can check the roster.
It was a second dream team, right?
Yeah, check the roster. The Redeem team.
Yeah.
The Redeem team is Kobe.
It is.
LeBron, Wade, Carmelo. Pretty sure Dwight was there.
Reggie Miller was there.
I'm not sure.
Yeah, Reggie
Miller wasn't there. Stop it, bro.
Yes.
Stop doing that. You're showing your age, man. Don't do that.
I'm telling you, he was on that team.
Reggie Miller wasn't on that team. I promise you. I promise you. Better get that sound ready.
Get nothing ready. First of all, you don't pay up anyway. Redeem team? Is that that's what we're calling it?
Mm-hmm. Anyway, my point is.
By the way, speaking of which, we got to go back to the tape and talk about the NHL Finals. By the way,
I'm not sure you have the audience for that. The Kobe took the biggest shots. He guarded the best players, and he took over those games. And right. LeBron was right there with him. Why didn't LeBron do it? If he's so great, why didn't LeBron do it?
Yeah.
So to me, who hit the biggest shots? Check the tape, man. Check the receipts. It's facts over feelings over here, baby. Check the receipts. And on top of that, and then I'm done. That Boston Celtics team that played the Lakers for Kobe's 5th championship. Kobe was literally...
Sorry, hold on a second, B. The second dream team isn't the Redeem team. The Redeem team are the younger kids, but I was right. Redeem team is
okay, but who's on that team, the one I'm talking about?
The one I'm talking about is Derek Coleman.
No, the one I'm talking about.
It's all the kids.
No, the one Kobe and LeBron. What's that team called?
So that's Carmelo.
What's that team called?
Redeem team.
Then that's what I just said.
Hold on, but
you were thinking of something else because you were thinking of the wrong thing. I'm telling you, the Redeem.
No, but I thought the Redeem team was the second dream team. That
right,
won.
You thought.
Yeah.
You had a thought, but it was wrong.
Let me tell you something about right now, man. All right, I bust up the studio right now.
Listen,
man.
Can I get to my black champagne or what?
Can you stop condescending me when I'm trying to?
I'm not condescending you, but it was wrong,
it's
bro.
It's the way you do things.
What did I do?
It's the way you do things.
What did I do?
You had a thought, and your fingers all up in the air and it's pointing to the sky. Man, what are you talking about right now, man? How you
like
doing
it's
this right
the
now?
Redeem team or the Redeem team? It is the Redeem team. Who's on that team?
It is. It's the kid. So it's Kobe, LeBron James, Ramon James, as you like to call him, Dwayne Wade, Carmelo, Dwight, Chris Paul, Bosh, DeRozan, all the kids.
Whatever you're saying.
All the kids.
But who's the best player on that team?
At that time?
The scorer.
It's Kobe.
The best scorer on that team, believe it or not, was Wade. Wade was a monster.
He was.
He had the knee pads on, and he was like
angry.
He was mad.
Angry.
Carmelo was scoring like a madman.
Yeah.
Obviously, LeBron was amazing. He was probably looked like the best player.
Was that before or after Dwight became butter?
No, Dwight. That's the real Dwight.
That's the real Dwight.
That's the real Dwight because that's 2009, right? What year is that?
2008.
2008. Yeah. So that's the year after. That's the summer when the Kobe lost to the Celtics.
Yep. Carlos Boozer was on that team too. Carlos Boozer was a boss.
Yeah, he was good. So anyway, the point I'm trying to make is that's what did it for me for Kobe. Once he took over that team, he showed me he has no time for LeBron.
Right.
He's not in the same.
But LeBron was a kid then too, though.
No, he wasn't no kid. He wasn't no kid. Why was he a kid? No.
Yeah.
No. At the end of the day, that's my top 10. Well, you got no argument?
None. So
there's no one you fight for to come on or come off?
No, I would fight. Man, it's hard, man. It's hard. I'm definitely putting LeBron on there, and I'm definitely taking off Will. No, but how do you take off Will?
But anything you do becomes feelings over facts.
Well, okay, Spock, calm down, Spock. We all know you use logic in your list, but calm down because there are mitigating factors.
My philosophy degree came in good today, man.
Nobody's asking you.
Nobody cares. So listen, can I ask you a question?
Anything you want, sir. I'm an open book.
I thought this might seem like a stupid question.
There are no stupid questions.
When people, if I'm at your crib and you say, "Hey, why don't you take this to go?" and you give me a Tupperware, in my mind, I don't feel obligated to bring it back.
I don't either. That's why I buy.
I feel as though it's a courtesy.
Right.
It's a plastic bowl with a cover.
I think females do that.
But hold up. I feel you don't expect it back.
No, ever. Okay.
Are you aware that women want it back?
Yeah. I told you it's a woman thing.
Okay, so what I don't understand that.
Why they want it back?
Yeah.
I think it's because
it's $5 for a humongous pack of all types of.
If you go to the dollar store, it's cheaper than that.
So what is the issue?
I think the issue is a bit territorial and a bit I can't even answer, man, because I never expect it back. It's part of the meal, right? Like you need a container for the meal. Like if I was that serious about it, I'd buy tin foil things like Chinese takeout. And then I would expect you.
No, because people might not know this, or I don't know if they know because you keep calling yourself. What do you call yourself at the beginning? Board. What is it?
Board certified fantasy football, all sports and subjects now, Guru.
What does that even mean? It's so confusing.
You didn't go to school for it.
Just call yourself a LeBron hater. Everyone's gonna remember you. So if the Tupperware don't come back. If it comes back, are you happy?
I don't expect it. So,
but
whatever.
If it comes, you're like, yeah, okay, cool.
Yeah, did you wash it? Okay, thank you. Put it in the cupboard. Like I don't care.
It never occurred to me to bring it back.
But it doesn't. I don't know. I don't think men are territorial like that. Man.
I don't understand. I don't get that part. So hold up.
Okay.
If you tell me you're making something, is it okay if I bring my own Tupperware?
Now that's where my family. That's okay.
Because I don't know about that. But
Johnny Lee, if you're listening, just understand what I'm about to say right now. You started it with your wife. You know it. I know it. Let's not get into it. So, and he says I started it. He might be right. I don't know. He might. So one Christmas, it was either at their house or our house. But I don't know how you look at Christmas dinner leftovers. So let's say, well, you're your mom's and you have to take food away from the house. Are you good with making a plate, traveling with everything you could put on the plate and taking that home, or filling up individual Tupperware, which you know you can get more of everything, and taking a bag home other than just the plate? Because I think what happened was, now that I think about it, I may have started it. I don't know. But if I did it for the family, not for myself. Because even though it was at my brother's house, we all had to have leftovers. So I put everything in containers. But him and his wife would go out and buy new Tupperware, extra bigger size. Feel me? So when Christmas dinner left, listen, there was one year, and this is where the war started. I got up the next day, and you know how this is at Christmas, B. You woke up the next day to make your good morning turkey sandwich. That good one, because you woke up a bit later on Boxing Day. You weren't going shopping on Boxing Day. So, and you put the gravy aside to make sure it wasn't going to be dry and all of that. So you had the gravy, you had the turkey and all of that. You know what I mean? Listen, if it wouldn't hurt my feelings if you slid in a little piece of ham. No, wouldn't hurt my feelings. I went to go make myself my Boxing Day turkey sandwich with my southern fried ham, because I have to have my southern fried ham and eggs.
Okay.
I went to the fridge, and the first thing I noticed was an echo.
You have an echo sound?
No. When you look in the fridge and you go, what is this? This. Because there's nothing in the fridge has an echo. There was nothing to block my sound wave in the fridge because they took everything.
So they brought their own Tupperware.
Yeah, no, extra big Tupperware. Listen.
Is that okay?
Listen, they had a shopping bag with Tupperware. No, it's not okay. I can't make a Okay, Negro, sandwich. I can't make a sandwich?
So hold up. So you're on the side of no, you can't bring your Tupperware.
It's a family thing for us now, so I just accept the fact that they're going to bring the Tupperware. But I'll buy Tupperware. No, but how I put that down in the past was whoever I was with at the time, I put her in control of it, so she was the one deciding on all of that. Mm-hmm. So she'd be like, no, I'll fix your plate. She fixed it the way you're supposed to fix it, like a normal human being should eat. But you understand? I cooked Christmas dinner for 3 days and couldn't make a sandwich the next day because they took it all.
What did they take?
Everything. The tin foil, they took it all.
Okay, so
I had nothing.
We're going.
Oh, Mother Hubbard! And listen, did I tell you about they left the echo in the fridge?
I remember you told me about the echo. Speaking of echo, and just so people know, we don't practice this stuff. We don't rehearse. He's looking at me like, "Where are you going?" And sometimes he does the same thing to me. Okay, so
you don't have to preface it. Just let it out because I know.
Oh, you don't know what I'm about to say. You have no idea.
All right.
You have no idea. Speaking of echoes,
yes,
you're at an event.
Yes,
you have a significant other. Mm-hmm. You have collective interest in opening said envelope. Said envelope releases an echo. I translate. You are at an event with a significant other. You receive a bunch of envelopes because it's a special day.
Are we talking like a birthday?
It's a special day, more special than a birthday.
Well, there's envelopes involved.
More special than a birthday.
Wedding day?
Something like that. Yeah. And now you're opening the envelopes.
Right. And they're dry?
And there's echo. You know how you say the fridge, how they took everything?
Yeah.
Well,
they didn't leave anything in the envelope.
Nothing.
My question is...
is that... Okay, hold up. Because this is... I mean, we're not going to go...
First of all, the answer to your question is, no, it's not okay. Now, if they had balls enough to leave their name on the envelope...
Oh, the name is there.
Okay, so I'm going to take said envelope with the echo, right? Mm-hmm. I'm going to walk over to auntie and uncle so-and-so.
No, but it's too late now.
No, not
it's
too
after
late.
the night. It's over. You clearly haven't done this.
No.
It's over. The night is over.
The night, great, but we saw it at home.
There's no home. They're gone. They're not there.
Yeah, no, but
they're not there. It's over.
A call has to be made.
Okay, how does that
Somebody
go?
has to get a phone call.
Hello.
Yeah, what's good? Listen, yeah, I got the envelope and all that, but listen. Thank you so much for coming to the wedding.
Oh, it was my pleasure. My pleasure.
Listen, the only issue that I had, I know you guys were so busy. You were doing so much before you came. You forgot to put the money in the envelope.
No, oh no, dear. Did you? Daryl's up here complaining about the envelope.
No, do me a favor. Call me back. Yeah, but just let me know when you're gonna send it. I'll call you later because there's Denise on the other line. Okay, I'll talk to you later.
You and I both know that would never happen.
That's exactly how I would do it.
That conversation would never happen.
That's exactly how I would do it.
It will never happen.
No.
And here's the thing.
Because now I'm mad.
No,
I don't. If you didn't give me anything, I'm fine. But you're gonna take your time to dress up, smell good, walk out the house to give me a piece of paper. That's more insulting than you just not bringing. No, I mean now I gotta.
Yeah, but hold on. But I had to do my hair. I had to do my hair.
I
had to get dressed. Well, I got to give you something.
But you put me.
Why I got to put you? Why I got to give you something?
You hear what I said before? You don't have to. Which is why if I didn't see the envelope, there wouldn't be this phone call. But you had the unmitigated.
So it's better to give nothing.
Give nothing, but you're gonna
give nothing is better than give 20.
No, I don't care. You gave me an echo.
But 20 is also echo. It echoes in there. Ain't nothing in there.
No, but 20 is something.
But 20 is not much.
But here's the thing. But it's something, and maybe it's hard on you, and I understand because I love you. You're my family. But my family gave me an echo. Now you put me in my feelings. Now you're insulting me. Now you're like, not only did I give you nothing, I'm gonna show you that I gave you nothing. I'm not gonna judge you if you gave me nothing, but you made me take my time to open up something that no matter what's in it, I'm gonna be grateful for. So now you just told me on my date, I'm supposed to be grateful for nothing. No, we cannot have that.
Well, why don't you charge them?
No,
don't you charge them?
Wait a minute, that's part and parcel, right? You didn't have to pay for the food. You ate good. You had an open bar.
You said food twice. You had to pay for the food.
Food's important. But you ate well. You drank well. You played well. You danced well. You had a good time on it. Remember when you fell down and I lifted you up because you were drunk? I didn't even judge you there because I love you.
But I'm judging you now.
I put you outside in your car with your husband, and your husband had no business trying to shoot him because he was drunk. But I'm glad you guys got home and okay. But I opened your envelope and you put nothing in it. No, not after the fun you had. No, that fun was too free. No.
Okay, so why don't you charge them?
I'm not gonna charge them, but I think.
Are you opposed to charging them?
No, but I think I did that in a tactful way. Like, guys, you just forgot to put the money in the envelope. Just let me know when.
But you're not gonna get nothing. What do you think this is?
Oh no!
You ain't getting nothing, bro.
No, so what was the? Okay, so let me ask the question.
Nothing.
Let me ask them the question. What was the purpose of putting in an empty envelope? To say I'm happy. I'm happy. I have nothing.
Well, listen, empty envelope, $20, $40, $60, whatever you put in there. You see, that's why I love Italians. That's why I love Italians. Mm. This would never happen.
Never.
As a matter of fact, there is no other race.
But wait a minute.
There was no other race that this would never happen.
An Italian grandmother would have been at the house that night.
No, but the thing is, they talked before. Guido, where's the wedding at? Holiday Inn. Okay, Tanya. Make sure you put $100 in the envelope. That's it.
The one on Cremisi.
Yeah. Nothing else. If you say, "Oh, it's at Chateau Laurier," ooh, that's nice. Ooh.
Oh, these guys are doing well. Put 50. Yeah, but we're gonna be there. Don't worry about it.
No, but the thing is, you have to match where you're going.
Yeah, for sure.
You right?
For sure.
Or why can't you charge them? Can you charge them or not?
No, you have to. Yeah. Listen. Everybody knows the bride and groom paid for that, and you ate well, and you danced well, and you sang well, and all of that. You have to come out your pocket, man. It's part and parcel of what's going on. And if you don't, you got to say something in advance. But you can't give me an envelope in my grill piece, and when I open up, there's nothing in it, because now you got me in my feelings, because now you're insulting my intelligence. Like I said, I'd rather not see anything and just understand. But when I open up nothing, it's bringing me from zero to anger way too fast, man. There has to be a phone call. It has to be addressed.
No, but be serious. You're not going to call anybody. You wouldn't call anybody. You wouldn't call them.
Hand me my phone, Pete. Hand my phone real quick, man.
All right, we're going to dig into that a little deeper because we have to get some more people in on this to get different opinions. I think you can charge people. I think if you know what's up and you know your people and you know who you're dealing with.
You charge for the event itself?
You charge them. Charge them or you ain't coming.
But that's part of the family's deal, right?
You charge them or you ain't coming.
Well, listen. Okay. So that's the thing about weddings, right? Isn't it the thing like, if they say families today that start off their weddings in debt. Because
Exactly.
the woman needs the princess wedding with the dress
No,
and
it's not
the
about
location.
the woman. It's about the culture.
Yeah,
No
yeah.
one. There is no cultural group, ethnic group. Nobody starts their lives with that type of deficit. They don't do it.
Right.
They don't do it. There's no Chinese, no Japanese, no Arab, no Indian. There's no one does that.
Yeah.
You can't. You cannot do that. It's illegal. It should be illegal.
Right.
You should be arrested on sight for doing anything like that. Give somebody an empty envelope, you should be arrested. You should be arrested.
Okay, this whole time I thought you were being like kind to people that didn't, but you can't do that. You can't give somebody an empty envelope, man. It's more insulting than giving.
They need to be arrested. You need to be arrested. What are you doing? Okay, what about bouncy checks? You know what? I gotta go. I can't do it. I can't. No, I'm gonna get mad now. I'm actually there. I'm really mad right now. You're mad. You're so mad. Look at you. Ha, you mad.
Well, that's what they're doing. Somebody does that to you. That's what they're doing, man. Like all the translation, exactly what you just did. Oh, you mad now? That's exactly what all that shit is, man. Because you wasted my time, my energy, my hopes. Like you don't want big hopes, but when you open up an envelope, there's a bit of hope in it.
And what about if you marry someone that's not even part of the culture? Now, how is that person gonna look at you?
Oh man,
How's that person gonna look at you?
Especially like with the things that might go into that. Like that's and they're calling their people and all that. ¿Qué pasa? Nada. Nada.
Seriously,
Pasó. Nada.
Seriously, I don't want to talk about this anymore. I'm just mad. I don't want to talk about this anymore. What's the sound of being mad? Because that's what I want.
I don't even know if I have one. Do I have one? Here, let's go. New ideas. Okay, it's movie talk time. Okay, I watched a movie the other day, and it made me change my mind as to top 10 gangster movies, because I saw it again the other day, and I forgot how good a movie it really, 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 really is, and underrated it is. And that movie's called A Bronx Tale with Chaz Palminteri. Is that not the most underrated gangster movie out there of all time?
It's a good movie.
Yeah.
It's a really good movie. I didn't know.
Cologito.
Is it a gangster movie?
Well, first, is it a gangster movie? Sonny gets shot in his head at the end of the movie in a funeral parlor. I think so. Was that about a parking spot? No.
So wait a minute. The Bronx Tale is Joe Pesci in that?
Yeah, Joe Pesci.
Is he
right at the end.
So it's not.
It's De Niro.
But which is the one where Joe Pesci goes, I'm funny to you. I'm a clown. I amuse you.
That's good.
That's good. That's a gangster movie.
That's good.
That's a gangster movie. That's a gangster movie.
Shout out, R.I.P. Paul Sorvino passed away today.
Did he?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Shout out to you, Paul Sorvino. Now that we're talking Goodfellas, and Paulie was one of those characters that's going to live on forever.
Oh yeah. Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
But what?
Especially with the little guy. That's all I can do for you. I can't do anything more for you.
Mm-hmm. After that, we turn your back on you.
Not going to turn my back on you.
Yeah. But okay, so Goodfellas.
And he counted the money. That was such a good
Goodfellas.
movie. Goodfellas has to be the great. No, I would say Godfather 1 then Goodfellas. Because there was nothing like The Godfather before The Godfather. It has to be number one. But Goodfellas is so good, it gives it a bit of a run. And actually, Godfather 2. I don't know, man.
Well, it's funny because, you were mentioning De Niro. I know De Niro thinks he's the greatest of all time, and he has a case. And he believes it.
I don't know if he believes
meaning he has a right to believe it.
There's a dispute for number one. I mean, you give it
when
to
he gave you Raging Bull, he was done. He's like, listen, you see me? I gave you Godfather, I gave you Raging Bull. Did you see me?
Eat whatever you want. Don't let nobody tell you how to eat.
Yeah.
Did you fuck my wife? Did you fuck my wife?
Yeah, no,
it was fat pig. Did you fuck my wife?
What about American Gangster?
Gangster's alright. I find that movie too long and too. I didn't like Russell Crowe's story in it. I don't care about you and your wife.
Yeah, I don't like Russell Crowe in this. This is gonna sound weird.
I didn't like T.I. in it.
I like Russell Crowe a lot.
So do I.
And I liked him a lot back in those, even before American Gangster.
Gladiator.
But I think he thinks he looks good with long hair.
Well,
I think he thinks that.
Yeah, but it was a period piece, right?
No, but I'm not just talking about that. I believe he thinks that.
Is he allowed to? I don't know.
I think he believes that, And I want to know who's lying to him.
I don't know.
Because somebody seems to be lying to him
I don't
hard.
look at him like that. But if you want to talk about short-haired Russell Crowe, Bud White, L.A. Confidential.
Oh, yes.
Doesn't get any better.
Yeah.
Doesn't get any better.
No, his performance in Gladiator was just...
Guy Pearce was even good. Yeah, exactly.
No, Guy Pearce is an amazing actor.
In L.A. Confidential was insane.
Yeah. No, that was... No, that was good. That was
Dudley
good.
wanted you to see it because he wants you to do it.
So since we're here, because we need to inject a little bit of emotion in here. One of our friends
Yes.
who listens to us,
Yes.
who supports us,
Yes.
who is a brother to us,
Yes.
I could say, I love this dude.
Love him too.
And you could say the same thing.
I know what you're talking about. Yeah, but love him too. Shut up.
But he done bumped his head.
Oh, boy.
Because when he heard our little...
Okay, I know who you're talking about right now.
You know what I'm saying? So,
Is this the one that talked about a certain boxer, greatest legend of all time, in a film he did?
So, I'm sorry, and I hate to do this to him, but it's facts over feelings. Shout out Chris Broussard. How in the hell he has some nerve
To say.
comparing Denzel Washington
Yes.
in Training Day? I was already mad that you gave it a 7 and you were trying to give love to Scarface, which I love.
Hard 6.5, yeah.
And then he started, and then he said the word, I cannot believe this. He mentioned Will Smith.
Yeah.
He mentioned Ali.
Yeah.
As if Ali wasn't a caricature.
You literally took the word right out of my black lips.
As if Ali wasn't a disaster.
Insane.
What is happening?
Insane.
I want to say that because he answered so early in the morning, I want to say he was still sleepy, and he meant to say pursuit of happiness. Because I'll entertain that, like not in Denzel land, but I'll entertain it as that was Will Smith's greatest acting performance.
Right.
I'll entertain that.
Right.
Because it was a great performance.
So we're just going to throw this out there. You're not agreeing that Ali is the greatest performance of Will Smith. Like, I didn't see it either.
You didn't see what?
And I think, well, the whole
Oh, you didn't see what?
performance-
Okay.
The whole performance. When I saw Will Smith and Ali,
I don't want people to think, as our friends who support us, that if they say something that we don't like,
we're going to jump
that
on
we're
them.
going to jump on them.
No.
But unfortunately,
But that's kind of ludicrous. though, what he said.
unfortunately,
You kind of wilded out on
I'm
that
going to have to jump on you if you come like that.
one. A little bit, man.
And I'm not getting an argument from you, so we all know now that we're gonna hear some heat about this.
No, we're gonna hear it, but okay, and good. Like, either come and sit down and talk about it, or talk about it with us, but justify it, because I don't see it.
No, what he did well is that he had the physical Ali presence.
And he had a dialect that was not really.
No, what it's exactly the word caricature. It's exactly
Yeah.
it's exactly what
I know.
what
hold on. It's exactly what Jamie Foxx didn't do in Ray.
took the words. This is why I like working with you. You make me so happy, bro. I'm proud of you.
Wow.
They asked Jamie Foxx if he could like, pretend like he's playing the piano.
He went to it, yeah.
And he said, why would I pretend if I'm classically trained?
You understand?
Wow.
Wow.
They hired the guy, and you didn't
You
even
didn't
know.
You didn't even
What
know.
is this disaster?
Crazy.
How do you hire the guy to play Ray Charles
Crazy.
and not know his musical skills? That's the first question.
And he went to a different hemisphere in that performance.
He really did.
It wasn't planet
He really
Earth.
did.
It
He
wasn't
really
planet Earth, because there was no way
He
in
didn't.
hell.
And
in
that's the
anybody's
difference
day-
between a caricature and a real performance.
100%.
When he said to the guy, because he was getting screwed for the money, and he said, no, you got to pay me in singles.
Yeah.
He didn't just say the line because it was a cool line.
No.
He had a problem. He had a situation,
Yep.
and he didn't have nobody to help him.
Yep.
So he said, you know what? I need to talk to the boss. I got to get paid in singles. It's like, it's almost as Halle Berry's Make Me Feel Good. It wasn't just make me feel good.
It came from a real place. It came
Yeah.
from that place.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's.
yeah.
I mean, Halle took it too far. That's what I hear. I hear Halle likes to take it real far.
Well-
Like far.
Look, I'm not here to judge. I wasn't on set, but
Yeah. Okay, so are you okay with that? If the actress on set wants to go far,
No,
all the way far,
no.
Why not? That ain't what you was talking in the other smack you was talking in the car.
No, but,
don't let me bring that up.
let's-
You were talking crazy smack in the car.
man, let's not get crazy. There has to be some suspension of disbelief that we're artists and we're creating art. I'm not sitting here fucking.
What about method actors?
Good for you. Like, but get on set with me and hit me for real, and let's see how far your method goes.
No. Hold on. So you're not willing to go that far?
I'm not, because I'm no.
So you're on set. Somebody, if you
look, it's my job.
If you're on set with an actor and he says, "Punch me for real,"
there's different things, but what I'm saying is, as an artist, it's my job to let the audience believe I believe everything I'm doing. It's not my job to believe it. So if I'm married to somebody and I gotta go home to my wife, I'm not going home to my wife after I put my shit in somebody that day. That's crazy.
But that's the acting though.
No, that's not the acting. No, the character's not fucking her. I am.
Why do you have such a desperate look on your face? What are you talking about?
That's wild.
It's the character doing it. It's not you.
Nah, it really is. It's my job to perform a craft. It's not my job to put my stuff in somebody.
It's what she needed to perform.
Yeah, what she needed was a good acting coach. She should come see me.
No, seriously.
No, but I wouldn't go that far. That's too far.
So you can't.
There are limits. I mean,
so if she says slap me, can you slap her? Would you slap her?
I would slap her because there are.
She's like, grab my arm, throw me against the wall.
Yeah, all of that because it's agreed upon for the scene and what it takes to get to the emotional plane of the scene, and people get there differently. I understand that. But in no certain way, shape, or form am I going home with gonorrhea because you want to be Olivier. No.
Gonorrhea? Why you say like you're from Boston?
But I don't know. Yeah, I don't know you like that. You want to be Olivier, and I got the clap.
No, hold on. No. Okay, but hold on. Hold on. But we're being serious now. So you draw the line at what? If she says, you know what? If the scene is she's playing with herself,
right,
in the scene,
right,
and she needs you to be her visual stimulation, and she says, you need to take your clothes off from me while I'm doing the scene.
No.
So you're not there for your scene partner.
No.
So you're not there for your scene partner.
Hold on. That's why we have something in the industry that we call stand-ins. Get the stand-in.
No.
Look at his Johnson.
She.
The fuck are we talking about right now, man?
We're talking about scenes.
I got a woman at home, and you're telling me that you gotta sit here and get to the next level in life, looking at my caramel coated skin that got a ring on it shimmering from somebody at home, and you're acting like that's normal behavior. That's not even anything close to normal behavior. That's not even close to that. And that's not the craft. That's not the craft. That's real life garbage. And I'm saying.
But she won the Oscar.
Yeah, but that's good for her.
So does that take away from her performance?
Not at all.
Because you and your friend there, who was a Ali fan, who's a Will Smith fan, apparently, you value the Bikramicity of people's performances.
I do,
but it's got nothing to do with it.
Wait a minute, it's not. It really isn't any of
the way you stretch has got nothing to do with how you perform.
The tear that came out of Denzel's eye in glory when he was getting whipped. Mm-hmm. I don't care what that emotional background story is in his mind, in his portrayal. I understand where he got to in that moment. That has absolutely nothing to do with real life. Me putting my stuff in somebody on a set in a movie is why they have 3 letters that are all X's at the beginning of a movie if you want to watch that. But that's not what I do.
Okay,
that's
so you have so there are limits to what you would do.
Yeah, it has to be kept within the confines of the craft, because at the end of the day, if it's not, you're just doing reality TV, and what we do is not.
So you're discrediting Halle's Oscar?
No, I'm not. I'm talking about what works for me. Now, if she wants to go there and put her stuff in the street like that, that's on her.
I'll tell you, when there was a scene that I did, and I was very nervous because I was playing an alcoholic, mm-hmm. and I actually got drunk for the scene.
Yeah.
Because I was so terrified that I wouldn't be able to pull it off.
Right.
That I said, well, hey, if I'm really drunk, then I'll pull it off for sure.
We were talking about Goodfellas. Do you know the real things that were going on in that movie?
Like, no, I don't.
You know when Ray was looking at helicopters and he was paranoid all day because he thought,
yeah,
there might have been a little bit of Peruvian flake on the set that day. There might have been. So I'm not going to judge anybody.
No, but hold on.
Because I can't say for sure. I wasn't in Ray's nose, but at the end of the day, listen, everybody has their own technique, right? Mm-hmm. And I'm not taking away anybody's technique if it doesn't affect the performance of the person on the other side of you. I've worked with actors that have been drunk.
So
on
if
stage.
she asks you for something to help her, if she says, grab me, choke me, Daryl, choke me, you're just going to look at her and say no?
When I'm looking at her, right? Like, say, when I'm looking at you, you want to hear my monologue in my head right now?
Yeah.
This bitch really needs a therapist. See how calm like my face was?
Oh, my God.
See how calm like my face?
Yeah.
Okay, hold on a second. Director, and I'm looking at you like a director. So you really hired this crazy bitch? Does she really want me to, like, what are we doing right now, man? Do you know I can go to jail for this? Because she's over here trying to be Olivier, like want me choking and beating her and all of that. Dude,
So, okay.
I'll give you an example. Look at the way that poor girl got tortured by Marlon Brando and the director in Last Tango in Paris. I mean, if you haven't seen that movie, most of that
I
movie
have not seen that movie.
Most of that movie is
and
real, and the way they treated her is.
Will venture a guess that most people have not seen that movie. Now, I don't know if I'm right, but I think I'm right. I think I'm right.
If you haven't seen Last Tango in Paris, go watch it. But literally, Brando and the director tortured this girl. Or if you look at what Kubrick did to Shelley Duvall in The Shining, the way he just berated her and just treated her like that's not acting. That's you like seriously putting emotional scars into somebody to get something out of them, which is okay for somebody like me and you, because we're directable that way. Mm-hmm. But if it's to the point where you're demeaning somebody and you're fucking with like that's not acting anymore.
When I was in theater school, there was a movie that came out called Seven.
Good movie. Shout out to John Cassini, baby. I love it. He was the cop at the beginning of the movie.
And everybody in that class, 90% of them, were hating on Brad Pitt. Now, Brad Pitt has the unfortunate reality of being so handsome that
Paul Newman, baby.
Exactly. So in that sense, right? In that vein.
Only I think he's brilliant though. I think he's so good at his craft. I love Brad Pitt.
And so they were like, "Oh, that was he was." And I'm like, "Okay, so you're standing in the middle of a desert, and Morgan Freeman's running to you saying, John Doe's got the upper hand,' and then you have this guy on his knees, and you have the head, and then they say, "Okay, hey baby, you ready to work today? You got your coffee? You feel good? Okay, we're gonna get 3 cameras." We're going to get the first one, going to be right over you. And then we're going to be zooming through there. And then Morgan's going to come. And then Kevin, you all good, baby? All right, good. All right, ready? You good? All right, action. And people think it's a joke. You have to deliver the emotions. It's not a joke.
100%.
I'm like, this is serious business, bro.
100%.
That was 25 years ago. I'm still wondering, if it was me, what would happen? Can I do it? That's how good it was. I'm like, it was good.
That's what I'm saying.
He's like, no, I went to visit your wife this morning. Shut up. What? Put the gun down. He's like, shut up.
He's won.
I took a souvenir. You're crazy. You're nothing.
What's in the box?
Yeah. What's in the box? And you're telling me that that's easy.
There's nothing.
These people can't even walk into a Montreal studio and do an audition. And they're talking about Brad Pitt in Seven,
right?
Which to me is one of the greatest performances of all time. I mean, not like in the top 10, but I mean, it's a great character, a great performance.
Crazy thing about that movie, the original thought process behind the two characters was supposed to be Morgan Freeman and Denzel playing the young Brad Pitt.
I heard the part about Denzel.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I don't know if Morgan was on board yet. I know Denzel had to look at Brad Pitt's role.
Yeah.
Which
that even makes Seven. I don't know.
Well, listen. This is how good Denzel is.
That would have been a dream.
Any movie that I'm doing, even if I'm saying it's a period piece on Babe Ruth, and the movie's called
Denzel.
And the movie
you're playing Babe,
and the movie's called Babe. I will ask Denzel if he wants it. Like, do you want to look at this? That's how good Denzel is. Like, I'm not even playing. Like, he's serious business. Like, after Malcolm X was at the end of the flick.
We got the makeup artist from The Elephant Man. Don't worry. They'll think you're Babe.
At the end of the flick, you hear his voice, the real Malcolm X,
Yeah.
and you can't
And
even
the cadence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and you can't even figure out. Wait a minute, is that Malcolm X talking, or is that still Denzel talking?
Yeah.
And then your friend, our friend, who we love, has the nerve to bring up Will Smith's Ali in the same breath What language was that? In the same,
Brace yourself.
yeah, exactly.
Wait till you hear this.
This is insane.
Oh, it's blasphemy.
This is ridiculous. The guy is he's just too much.
Yeah.
Like, I'm tired of there's no more superlatives for this guy. So that's why when you said it was a 7, I was pissed. I'm sorry, but you redeemed yourself today because you literally said, you literally said exactly what I was going to say, but you said it first. And for that, I got to give you respect.
And for that, I'm ending the show on a positive. I'd like to thank you for joining us alongside my partner, the original LeBron hater. This is Brothers Talk Ball, this summer podcast series. We'll see you soon.